It is time for our 8th grade curriculum picks. I'm so excited that you are here, and I'm excited to be able to share these with you. This is one of my favorite videos to make the entire year because I do love curriculum, and I am more excited for this one than probably any of them in the past because I know that this 8th grade year is going to be amazing. So let's get started. I have the curriculum here, and what I'm going to do today is really just do an overview of what we are planning to use as our spines in each subject. Some of the subjects we will have more that I will add because I do love supplements, and then other ones we're going to do just basically as the curriculum has been written. So we pretty much do whatever works best for us, whether it's as the curriculum was designed and written or as it just works with us. So let's get started. First up, for Bible, we are going to be using two things primarily. The first one is this Max Lucado devotional. It is a 365-day student devotional. Now, we won't be using this whole devotional in 1 year. First of all, because I have other things that I want to do in Bible as well. But this starts in January and it goes just through December. And you can see there is a Bible verse, your devotion, and then at the bottom is one more thought. So we'll be doing this probably about a third of our school year, and maybe a half. Between a third and a half of our school year, we'll be doing this. And then we will be using Not Consumed. Now, this is my first year using Not Consumed for Bible. I have used Not Consumed for other parts of our school day and loved it. And so I decided that I wanted to really give Not Consumed Bible a chance. With that in mind, we are going to be working on scripture memory. So I have scripture memory cards, and then I also have our scripture memory journal. Now, we have been doing scripture memory for years, but it's been more of a relaxed scripture memory, and so I'm excited to utilize these cards and the journal to really delve in and focus on scripture memory because it is so important. We are also going to be doing the Abide Heart series. So there are 5 different units within this series, and I will do a flip through if you would like, or explain to you exactly how I'm planning on doing Bible if you would like that. But we have Keep Thy Heart, The Fruit of the Tongue, Do Right, Content Heart, and then also Work unto the Lord. And so we will be utilizing this for about half of our Bible time throughout the year. Next is world geography. Now, if you've been on this journey with me, you know that world geography has definitely been a little bit of a more challenging aspect to our school years. But we have been working on world geography in 6th grade and in 7th grade, and we will finish up world geography in 8th grade. We have completed North America, South America, Europe, Africa, and part of Asia. So what I want to do to finish the year is, from Thistles and Biscuits, we will be doing the Russia unit study. We will also be doing the India unit study. I do have a flip through of some of the Thistle and Biscuit country unit studies, which I will link down below because we love them, but I'm going to expand beyond Thistles and Biscuits this coming school year. From Willow and Owl, we will be doing the China unit study. Also from For the Love of Homeschooling, we'll be doing Amazing Australia. And then from my Texas homeschool, we will be completing Antarctica, and that will take us through world geography. But I really think that we'll move through these faster than the entire year. And so from Rebecca, I did get the Nation Notebook, and we will be utilizing this for the final project of the year. My daughter is going to pick one nation from all of the nations of the world, every one of them that we have studied, and she will be able to do an in-depth study on that nation utilizing the Rebecca Nations of the World book. It really is great in walking you through what information to look for, how to organize it. We've utilized these Rebecca notebooks in the past, and I have really liked them. And so we're going to be doing that. Now, also within the geography, social studies realm, we are going to be doing 180 days of social studies. This is something my daughter can do very quickly. It is not designed to take a lot of time for her, but she is required to do standardized testing with our state, and I want to keep the skills that she needs for that standardized testing very much at the forefront. And so I really think that this is going to be something that will help with that without it taking a lot of time. Next is science. We discovered Berean builders in 7th grade. My daughter absolutely loved science for the atomic age, and so we will be continuing with discovering design with earth science for her 8th grade year. This earth science curriculum is lab heavy. So just like science in the atomic age had quite a few labs, earth science will as well. And I will be doing a flip through of this curriculum because there are some really minute differences between a science in the atomic age and this earth science curriculum. And so I do want to share those with you. But if you have any specific questions on any of this curriculum, please let me know and down below, and I will answer to the best of my ability. Now, this is an election year, and so for the first 10 weeks of the year, we are going to be utilizing Sunlight's guide to the elections. This is a free PDF download that Sunlight has provided. It has a total of 10 chapters in it, so we will be doing 1 chapter a week, which I think will be no problem whatsoever for us to complete in time for the elections. And I'm also going to utilize the Constitution Decoded as a great supplement for this. I have some other supplements that we're going to be utilizing as well, but I want to really delve into civics and government and voting and democracy since we will be having this presidential election come November. Next is world history. We have been utilizing MasterBooks World Story to this point. We have completed World Story 1 and World Story 2 in 6th and 7th grade. And in 8th grade, we will be doing MasterBooks World Story 3. This is the modern era, and I am very excited about this curriculum this year because I am able to bring in so many supplements that we just love with this history curriculum. This curriculum does not require a huge amount of time for us, and so therefore it opens the opportunity for some great supplements. So make sure you are subscribed because I will be walking through how we are going to be doing history in a future video, and it is just I'm really excited. I'm really excited about history next year because we have some great ideas planned for what we're going to do with World Story 3 as our spine, but really focusing on the modern age. As a sneak peek, one of the things we will be doing is moving beyond the page, number the stars. This is for ages 10 through 12. I really have no problem giving this to my daughter, even though she is slightly older than 12. I really think the concepts are still there, and it's going to be a perfect companion to World Story 3. Now we have one of our electives. When we were going through all of the curriculum that we had planned for this year, my daughter said, wait a minute, where's Art of the Argument? And so we got this. My daughter had looked through this book before. She wanted to do it. I was a little concerned about our timing for 8th grade because we are going to be jumping up in difficulty and the time commitment for some of these subjects, but she really wanted to do Art of the Argument, and so we are going to jump right in. I'm excited for it because as we are looking through this curriculum, it just looks like it is going to be so much fun for us to do. And my daughter loves logic. So all of these things combined, I think that this is going to be a perfect elective for us for 8th grade. Next is math. In 7th grade, we switched to BJU's pre-algebra. It was the first year that they had that pre-algebra course updated, and so we were able to utilize it, and it just worked out really well for us. I do have a review of the pre-algebra program, which I'll make sure I link down below. So for our 8th grade year, we will be utilizing BJU's brand new Algebra 1. This is their updated 4th edition. We will be using both the textbook as well as the activity book. This activity book is awesome. Whereas in pre-algebra, they had their calculator drills as a part of activity. It is actually in the textbook this year. So the calculator information is in the textbook. So I would recommend getting a Texas Instruments calculator to go with this curriculum. You are going to need this for some of the activities that they have in the textbook, and then also as your child moves further along in math, they will probably be needing a Texas Instruments calculator. Now let's talk about language arts. In 7th grade, we had started the year not having spelling, and midway through, I discovered that we needed to have that formal spelling just to really be thinking about spelling, not to learn how to spell so much, because my daughter is very good at spelling. It is just thinking about it to make sure that she does spell correctly. So we started the Evan Moore building spelling midway through the year, and we are going to finish this up. The way that we do this really is, if the first day I give her a pre-test of whatever the words are for that week, and then if she misses one or fewer, then she doesn't have spelling for that week. If she misses more than one, then she has to go ahead and complete the pages in the spelling book, and then we will have a final test at the end of the week. For the most part, we normally don't have spelling during the week. She does really good on these pre-tests, but I'm doing this primarily to keep spelling in the forefront of her mind, to be thinking, hey, I should really be spelling this correctly. Hey, I really should think about how this is spelled. And so that's really why we are doing spelling. For vocabulary, we started WordUp from Compass Classroom last year and loved it. For a variety of reasons, we did not finish it last year. Most of it was my fault. And so we are going to complete Compass Classroom with their WordUp vocabulary for this year. We love this curriculum. It has been amazing for vocabulary and understanding Latin and Greek roots, and really learning how our American words come from Latin and Greek roots. And so I'm really thankful that we found that, and we will continue it. Also, with vocabulary, our literature program includes vocabulary in it, and so I'll talk about that a little bit more when I get to our literature picks. Now, for our grammar spine, we will be using Easy Grammar Level 9. My daughter has been doing really well with Easy Grammar. She used it for grade 6, 7, and now we're going to use it for 8. When she was in grade 6, we did Easy Grammar 6. She did so well with that when she went to grade 7, I bumped her up to Easy Grammar 8, and she did really well with that. So I saw no reason not to give her grade 9 this coming year. And this is just a workbook where each day she has one page to do. There are 180 lessons, and they cover different concepts within each lesson. You're going to have quite a bit of spiral. So you will talk about subject-verb agreement, plurals, combining sentences, capitalization. It is just really a great curriculum that is to the point. There are assessments at the end of every 10 days, so there are a total of 18 assessments, and we will be doing those as well. What Easy Grammar does not have that I really like is diagramming. And so from the Critical Thinking Company, we will be continuing with sentence diagramming level 1. We should finish this book this year, and so we will move on to sentence diagramming level 2. They have another book like this that we will utilize, and so that is what we're doing for the grammar portion of language arts. Now let's talk about literature. Last year, I wanted to find a literature program that helped my daughter with reading comprehension, not just being able to say what happened in a passage, but being able to do some more critical thinking with regards to that. And we did BJU press their 7th grade literature. My daughter really liked it. I do have a review on that I will include down below, but I wasn't quite sure whether we were going to stick with BJU or not going into 8th grade as much as I liked it. I wanted to give my daughter some options, and when we went to the Teach Them Diligently conference, I brought my daughter with me into the exhibit hall. I had previewed quite a few literature programs and had narrowed it down to about 3 or 4 programs that I wanted her to make the choice for. I wanted her to be the one to really buy in and decide which literature program that she was going to use in her 8th grade year. And she chose BJU. So we will be utilizing the BJU 8th grade literature program. This does include the vocabulary that I spoke about, and so we are going to be including the vocabulary with regards to this literature program. And she said that the BJU literature last year was one of her favorite subjects when she got used to what they were looking for, and so she just wants to continue in that, and I have no problem with that because it is such a solid literature program. Within this literature program, we will be doing a novel study on Across 5 Aprils. So this is part of the BJU literature program. Now, in addition to BJU's literature program, she will be doing independent reading and doing book reports and book analysis on that reading. Last year, we started the Not Consumed reading journal for grades 6 through 8. So this is their middle school reading journal that includes places for nonfiction as well as fiction books. She does not utilize this every time she reads a book, but she did about half of them last year, and so she will probably do the other half this year. Now let's talk about writing. This one surprised me. Again, when we were at Teach Them Diligently, I had previewed a few writing programs, and I took my daughter around the exhibit hall and showed her and the different writing programs, introduced her to the people at the booth, and she was able to talk to them, to ask them the questions that she had about a writing program, which honestly were some different questions than I was asking. And so I was really glad that I was able to take her with me into the exhibit hall because she found something that she is so excited about. And it's not something I would have chosen for her. I think it's a great program. I would not have chosen it from her because she's going to write a book. Can you believe this? My daughter, the person who I have referred to as a reluctant writer up until this point, chose a writing curriculum where she's going to write a book, an actual book. And I am just really excited. What she is doing is 180 days of writing from Innovative Learning Press. Now, they have live classes that she will be doing once a week, and she will also have access to other materials where they will encourage her, provide feedback, and she will be able to interact with the other students in her class for ideas about her book. This workbook that she has really walks students through the process of planning, writing, publishing a book. So yes, my daughter is going to be writing a book. I'm so excited about this, and I'm really thankful to the Right Journey because they gave her the confidence to be able to jump out and say that she wanted to do this. I don't think she would have chosen this writing curriculum 2 years ago. She needed to grow, she needed to mature, she needed to have more self-confidence in her writing, and the Right Journey and their teacher really helped her with that. So thank you to the Right Journey, but also thank you to 180 Days from Innovative Learning Press because we are excited about writing. For the first time, my daughter says the curriculum that she is most excited about for the upcoming year is writing. And this is from the person who I said was a reluctant writer. I am just speechless with how this went with our curriculum picks because I would never have picked this one for her. I didn't think it was something that she would be interested in, but she spent so much time at their booth. She asked them the questions that she had. She revisited that booth a few times whenever she would think of other questions, and it was just wonderful. It was wonderful for her to be able to talk to the people who created this program, and we are excited about how this is going to go, and really we're excited about how all of 8th grade is going to go.